And circling. Hi, everybody. Hi, Miss Gaze.
Hello.
All right. So, hi, everybody. Welcome to Ask Ellana. Welcome to a very special episode, of course, with subject matter experts that we do quite regularly. We'll just wait for you guys to join the live. It's obviously going to take a little bit, a few minutes of just like buffering or whatever for you guys to get on. But as soon as you are, we are here to speak to you, and we are here with Gaze from workfromhomepinay.ph to teach us more about how to stay sane while working from home. All right, so we'll wait for the viewership to climb. Let me just check Instagram po rin, Miss Gaze. Kasi
Sure.
the magical Instagram sometimes takes a while to load.
Mhm.
Wait lang, nag-load lang siya dito. Oh dear, okay. I will have to reconnect lang our Instagram. Okay. But it looks like we have Wang Renren is saying hi. Hi, Wang Renren. I know you. She watched yesterday. She was actually super on tune. Let me see. Okay. All right. So I think we have a couple of people watching already. Checking the analytics also on my phone. So I think we can get started. Miss Case, thank you
Mhm.
so much for giving us a little bit of your Saturday afternoon to do this. We super appreciate you taking the time today.
Of course, Frankie, anytime. And I'm super excited to share with you guys what I know about working from home and how we can stay sane while working from home.
First things first, though, before we get started, what I think the audience would like to know is why did you decide to start a work from home community? By the way, sorry,
Mhm.
before we do that, I should mention with Ask Ilana, the routine is if you guys ask questions and interact, then we reward you. If you guys interact
Mhm.
with the live as it goes, then at the end, we pick one winner from Instagram and one winner from Facebook. We're just connecting Instagram now. One winner from Instagram and one winner from Facebook will get a GC from Elana, and you'll be able to use it at the end of the stream. So if you guys really want to kind of get started and kind of like learn more, we really encourage you guys to interact with us. Para you can also
Mhm.
get a reward at the end as well. Okay, we are connecting IG now. It should work. There we go. I think that should work. Perfect.
Hi, IG friends.
Yep, our IG friends are slowly pouring in. It's loading, so we should be able to do that as well. So, right, now that we've introduced this, just as Ms. Gaze mentioned, we're going to be talking about how to work from home, but while without losing your mind, or how to stay sane while working from home. So, she has prepared a talk for us, and we're super excited. Of course, I will pop in with your questions every so often. So, please interact with us, and please make sure to kind of talk back. And if you just any questions at all, but don't worry if you're
Mhm.
shy, you can always ask after the stream. So for now, Miss Gaze, please tell us, but first, why did you start a community for work from homes work from homers in particular po?
Right. So I started working from home 2017, I think third quarter of 2017. And I was looking for a community of freelancers or work from home professionals here in the Philippines so that, kasi if you're working from home, you don't have anyone, 'di ba? Parang you're just working alone. So I thought maybe I should join a Facebook group where, I can share my experiences, I can also read their experiences. And there are some groups naman out there, marami actually, na for freelancers and for those who are working remotely. So I joined. But then I realized na parang I need something more eh. Parang I want to have a community for women na no, it's working from home yung pinaka-theme niya, but I also wanted to give women empowerment. I also wanted to do some educating the community, and I just wanted to be connected with like-minded and like-hearted um, individuals. So what I did during that time, kasi I already have my Instagram account. It's called Work from Home Pinay.ph, and I created a poll. I asked them, do you guys think na should we create a community for us, something like that? And then majority of the poll, actually around 200 ata yung nag-answer, they answered na yes, we should have a community, we should create a community where we can vent, we can learn, we can communicate, we can talk. So I was like, okay, I'll create one. And then next day, I created Work from Home Pinay PH community on Facebook. So this is the Facebook group. And to my surprise, first day pa lang parang naka 200 plus or 300 plus na. And then since then, lahat ng growth noon, it's organic growth. So I never really um, did campaign para makilala yung group. But then so ang nangyayari is yung mga community members, they are the ones inviting the group. We're not big. We are just around 3,000 members right now. Pero what I'm super proud about it is yung vibe ng community, just like what Frankie mentioned a while ago when we had our quick chat. Um, the vibe of the community is really great. Everyone is very supportive, and right now we are doing experts are, we call it experts are, wherein we invite experts, um, freelancers or work from home professionals na they give workshops, free workshops about their careers, so that we can open the eyes of our fellow Filipinas or yung mga kapwa natin Pilipino in general, that there are lots of jobs out there. There are lots of remote opportunities out there. Yung mga unusual na work from home jobs, yun yung mga workshops na ginagawa natin. And that's happening every Friday. So, yeah, I guess that's how it started. And right now, we're still growing, especially during the pandemic era, yung pandemic season. Start ng pandemic, ang daming nag-join. Maybe because nga they're looking for a community. They're looking for a group of people where they could share whatever they're feeling or whatever experiences they have. So, yeah, and that's how it started. And I hope yung mga magiging listeners dito, you can also join us in our little community.
All
Yeah.
right, awesome. Thank you so much for introducing us to kind of the idea of work from home and the philosophy po behind it. I guess right now, we can get started po because I know a lot of you guys, just to give an introduction kung bakit namin ginawa tong topic na to. So, Elana's been doing regular surveys po with you guys, with the community. And we asked you guys very, very recently how you were feeling. And a lot of you actually, like the majority of you said you were very stressed. And when we asked you guys kung bakit kayo stressed, the reason you gave was adjusting to the work from home environment. So, knowing that you guys are stressed out about working from home, Miss Gaze is here to help us transition to this really remarkable, interesting time. So, Miss Gaze, pa, take it away.
Sure. Okay, so I actually prepared a presentation for you guys, but later Frankie will just share the link, and
Uh-uh.
then you can go back whenever you want, or you can yeah, use it as a reference later on. But I'll go with the presentation and the prompts na lang para we have a flow.
Apa.
So I'll start first with my introduction. So
Sure.
my name is Gaze del Castillo. I am head of product development of a startup based in Singapore. That's why I'm working remotely. And then I'm also a preschool owner. And then I am the founder of Work From Home Pinay.ph. And all of this happened because, so lahat ng mga opportunities that I have right now, it started because I work from home. So, it's not an easy journey for sure, especially right now. Siguro yung mga nagta-transition right now, this is crucial. This is extremely difficult time for everyone. But I hope that this presentation will be able to help you, to guide you, and to at least make you feel like you're not the only one and you have a community that you can join, so that later on, if you feel like you wanna vent out, or you want to have some, parang big sisters, or any type of community na support na you need, we are here for you. We are here to help you, and we have resources that we are sharing inside that community. So basically, that's what I do. And then for this afternoon, I prepared three agenda for you. So number one is I want to know how are you? Kamusta kayo? And then number two is I'll give you some tips for staying productive and sane while working from home. And then number three would be apps that will make working from home easier and better for you. So first things first, I want to ask, how are you? Like really, how are you? Because just like what Frankie mentioned a while ago, this is a very difficult time. And personally, even ako, I've been working remotely for 3 years, 4 years, pero this pandemic, this situation that we have right now off track pa din ako. So I often check myself kung kamusta na ba ako. I often ask myself, how am I, what am I feeling? Because, you have to be conscious about your feelings. So right now, I want to ask you, how are you? Ask yourself, kamusta kayo? Assess yourself, nasan kayo ngayon? Ano yung emotions na nararamdaman ninyo? Because that's very important. So maybe we can
Yep.
ask
I'm
around.
reading out some comments here. Hindi ko na-catch lang yung IG. Hindi ko mabasa yung IG username niya. But she says, blarg. Yung feeling niya is parang, blarg. Parang, I
Varg.
feel it's very difficult, I think, for her to have like work from home. That's a common, this is probably a younger millennial. It's a very
Yeah.
common expression of like, di ba, parang, ugh, ayoko na. So I guess it's
Yeah.
been tough for her. So far, guys, I think you guys are being really, really shy. Just a reminder, if we reward people for interacting today, so if you guys interact with us, magkakaroon po ng 2 winners ng GCs, one from Instagram and one from Facebook. So make sure to just interact with us and ask questions and answer questions rin as well. So let's see. Okay.
Yeah, so Varg, it's a valid emotion, it's a valid feeling that you're feeling Blarg right now, because again, ang daming nangyayari, right? I can't blame you if you're feeling that way.
Overwhelmed feeling. I think ako,
Overwhelming.
just to share na lang rin my personal, just to start everybody off rin.
Yeah.
For me, I'm feeling really overwhelmed po. Hindi po ako
Mhm.
sanay. Kasi I went from working in an office, kasama ko yung friends ko, to working in my room. Just parang nakakulong ako. I don't really see people. So it's been very lonely and isolating for me, I would say po.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Even seasoned work from home professionals like me, I still feel that. So it's valid. Kung whatever you are experiencing, whatever you are feeling right now, it's valid. It's true. Acknowledge it, because I guess that's the first thing na kailangan natin gawin. I-acknowledge natin yung nararamdaman natin in order for us to move on, in order for us to process, and in order for us to understand what needs to be done, in order for us to be happy. So yun, acknowledgement. So I'm really I just wanted to say na whatever you're feeling right now, it's valid. Okay? Wag kayong mag-isip na parang alam mo yun, parang ganito yung pakiramdam ko, baka nag-iinarte lang ako. No, your feeling is valid. Totoo yung nararamdaman mo. So majority kasi nung before the pandemic happened, maraming nagjo-join sa Facebook group ng Work from Home Pinay PH because they wanted to work from home, because they wanted to be a remote worker, they want to work wherever they want, right? So before, when you say you're a remote worker, when you say you are working from home, people will imagine that, oh, ang saya naman ng life niya because, you don't need to commute, you don't need to ano ba, mag-commute, hindi ka na kailangang gumising ng maaga for you to go to your office, 'di ba? Kasi all you need to do is just wake up 5-10 minutes before your meeting, and then you're ready to go na, 'di ba? Ganun dati before yung iniisip usually, especially dun sa mga gustong maging remote worker, na ang saya ng buhay ng work from home, ang saya ng buhay ng freelancers, right? Usually you would also see yung when we say work from home, palagi merong mga beach, and then merong laptop, and then may piña colada, living the life. Yun yung binebenta palagi before. This is before pandemic. And yun yung expectation ng maraming tao, because that's how the media put us na parang ito yung benefits ng working from home. It's true, pwede naman talaga, kaya naman talagang gawin yon. But then right now, iba yung situation natin. You can't go outside, 'di ba? You need to stay home para what do you call this? Para makasave ka din ng life, right? You have to stay home kasi kailangan mong hindi natin, how do I put it? Dapat tayo nasa loob lang ng bahay ngayon because we don't want to add sa problem ng health workers natin, ng local government unit natin, ng Philippines in general, right? So instead of, you na maramdaman mo na parang feeling mo, um, you want to work from home because you feel the freedom, kabaliktaran yung nangyayari ngayon. It's almost like um we are pushed to work from home. Parang pinilit tayo na mag-work from home na. And marami akong nare-receive ng mga DMs sa Instagram natin, and I'll read one. Sabi dito, I was initially enjoying working from home. However, but as time passes by, I realized it had taken a toll on my health, physically and mentally. And this is true, right? Maraming nakaka-experience ng ganitong situation right now na ang hirap, right? Parang at first, oh yes, I'm working from home. Alam mo yun, parang ang gigising lang ako ng 5 minutes before the meeting, and then I can pop up, and then nandito na ako, I can start working from home. Pero in reality, it's difficult kasi ang daming distractions. For example, I don't know if you can hear the dogs. So this is a sample of a distraction. Ang daming distraction na pwedeng mangyari while you are working from home. And ako, to be honest, I'll be vulnerable then, and I'll share my story. When I started working from home, I gained lots of talagang tumaba ako. I became unhealthy. There was a point in my life na hindi ako masaya because I feel like I'm so isolated. I feel like I don't know how to talk to people na because nag-work from home ako. This was during the transition nung bagong-bago pa lang ako nag-work from home. And then up until now, I'm still battling yung sa health side ko because I really gained a lot of weight, and I'm not proud about it. Naging iba yung lifestyle ko when I started working from home. And I am not blaming yung lifestyle. I am blaming myself because I know individuals na work from home din sila, but they're very healthy. They're very inspired sila na maging mas healthy yung pangangatawan nila. They're very conscious with their health. So I feel like ako mismo, personally, my experience is hindi siya always unicorns and rainbows. So it's a roller coaster ride even up until now na I am still experiencing this. So just like you, 'di ba? I also have a feeling, or I also have an experience na hindi maganda sa work from home. And I guess that's part of it. That's part of working from home. And that's part of lahat naman ng work-life setup. There's a cons and pros. And I guess for me, that's the side ng working from home na hindi ko gusto. And what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to be more conscious with whatever I'm doing. For example, sa health, for example, sa relationship, for example, sa lahat ng bagay. I try to be more conscious because I learned my lesson the hard way, right? So, yun. Again, working from home is not for everyone. And that's okay. You have to remember that. For some, this is just a temporary solution. This is just a band-aid solution because we need to follow the rules and regulation of the government, and we need to keep ourselves healthy. So that's why we need to work from home. And for some naman, this is a work-life setup na nagta-thrive sila, right? So we cannot impose na, kailangan mag-work from home ka kasi cool yung nag-work from home. No, it's not like that because each one of us, meron talaga tayong kanya-kanyang work-life na tinatawag, right? Work-life setup na tinatawag. For some, ako personally, I like working from home. There are some na they like to work in a co-working space. There are some na digital nomad, right? Digital nomad, they travel, they work. There are some naman that they need to be in the office for them to work or for them to function properly. And then there are also some professionals, for example, yung mga sales, they have to be outside, they have to talk to people, they have to network, and that's okay. So lahat lang yon, there are cons and pros, right? So that's how I wanna parang interpret din yung work from home na it's not for everyone, and it's okay. Yun yung gusto kong sabihin. And right now, I wanna discuss with you na yung mga warning signs din, right? I wanna discuss with you some warning signs to tell if you are cracking under the stress of working from home. Because again, if you remember a while ago, I mentioned the first thing that you need to do is to recognize what you are feeling. Because if you wanna solve kung ano man yung mga emotions mo, you have to recognize it. You have to know na valid yung nararamdaman mo. So I have here three warning signs na generate, and you can check the slides for more information. So warning sign number one is decreased resilience. So if you feel like you're having difficulty in concentrating, right? And then you lost your interest in things you used to enjoy, and then you're feeling hopeless about your future, you feel distant or cut off from others, and you're feeling irritable or angry, meaning you are decreasing your resilience, right? So if you're feeling this emotions, or if you are undergoing this kind of emotions, I would suggest na you pause for a while, and then yeah, pause ka lang, and then think of ways on how you can solve this. Okay, so that's warning sign number one. Warning sign number two is burnout. I heard this a lot of time. Even ako, na-experience ko pa rin yung burnout. Just recently, actually, if you go to the Instagram account of Work From Home Pinay.ph, I shared, I think, first week ng July yun, I shared a very personal story of burnout. And if you are feeling burnt out right now, siguro you'll feel exhaustion, isolation, you wanna escape, irritable ka, and then you feel like your body is always aching, you feel like your body is not well, that's a sign of burnout. And if you're feeling this way, I suggest again that you pause. Every single warning sign na sasabihin ko dito, my suggestion is for you to pause and to recognize your feelings. And then later on, maybe we can do some breathing exercises para lang we can release whatever you're feeling right now. Okay? So, warning sign number three is negative and emotional. You'll
Sorry, we
feel
have a
like,
question lang from Instagram regarding lang yung burnout po. Sorry to cut
sure,
you off
sure.
po kasi they
No, no,
want to
no, no
flesh out a
problem.
little bit. Yung sa burnout po, what could be causing us to burn out specifically daw? Parang kung work from home environment, what could be causing me to burn out while working from home? Because I don't think my work has changed naman.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll start first with my own experience, right? I've been working from home for 4 years now. Recently, I feel burnt out because aside from working from home, I also ran a company, and I need to think of ways for me to keep the business afloat. So that's the reason why I feel so burnt out. And then I also feel yung isolation, not because I am working here, but because I feel like I need someone who I can talk to with whatever I'm feeling. So that can be source of burnt out. What else can be source of burnt out? Exhaustion. For example, you don't have boundaries. You wake up in the morning, let's say for example 8 a.m. You start working at 8:30, and then hindi mo napansin 7 p.m. na, right? So from there, hindi mo every day na nangyayari 'yon, hindi mo siya napapansin na gano'n yung nagiging lifestyle mo, nagiging work style mo. And suddenly, you'll just feel na, oh, I feel so burnt out na parang pagod na pagod ako, parang hindi ko alam kung ano yung nangyari sa life ko. It's because before, when you are not working from home, meron kang boundaries because you know that if you are in the office, you are working. But right now, majority of us kasi hindi naman tayo nakaset up ng home office because it just happened rapidly na parang nangyari na lang na we have to work from home. And some of us, wala tayong space, right? Wala tayong working space. So, yung iba nag-work sa bedroom, yung iba nag-work sa kitchen, yung iba nag-work sa salas. So, sometimes I feel like the burnt out is because of that. Walang boundaries. And this can differ from one person to another. It can be because of that. It can be because of your surroundings. It can be because of what's ever happening in our community. Or maybe it's because of the workload that you have right now. So I guess it depends per person kung ano yung nagko-cause ng burnout mo. So yun, I'm not sure if that answered your question, but for me, that's what I'm feeling.
All right. Thank you so much. I think that answers their question a lot. Actually, the message nila is like, thank you, yun yun po. So, I guess we can continue po.
Okay. All right. So negative and emotional, right? We are all negative and emotional for sure. Merong mga at some point you feel this way. So you'll feel like there's nothing you can do, there are no options, you can't do anything. Lahat ng nakikita mo is oh, it's impossible to achieve this, because everything is uncertain right now. So those are the things, those are the warning signs that you are feeling negative and emotional. A while ago, siguro mga 10 minutes before kami mag-hop into StreamYard ni Frankie, I was browsing my Instagram and then meron akong nakita na post about toxic positivity. And I read the post and I was like, oh nga no, it's not bad to be positive all the time, right? Especially na yun na lang yung pinagkukunan natin ngayon ng source of light, right? But then sometimes it just feels so great if you can just, let out na this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling sad right now. I don't need any advice. I don't need any, I don't need any advice. I just want you to hear me out. I just want you to know that this is what I'm feeling. I don't want you to do anything. I just want to feel negative right now. I just want to feel negative today. I just want to let out my emotion today. And I know that this is not, this is not good, or I know na yung nararamdaman ko is not pleasant, but I just want to let it out. And I guess once in a while we need to have that kind of release, right? So what I learned was this. I have a I have a what do you call this? I have a friend, and kapag gusto kong magsalita ng negative, or I wanna burst out my emotion, ito yung tinatanong ko sa kanya. Do you have the mental and emotional capacity right now to talk about negative things and my negative emotions? And then kapag sinabi niya na, I'm sorry, I don't have the capacity to, paano ba? To marinig yung mga i-vent out mo. Then I'll just write it sa sa journal ko kung ano yung nararamdaman ko. And after that, I'll feel good na. Why am I telling this? Because I feel like it's very important na hindi ka lang nagsasabi ng negative emotions mo without you considering others then. So for me, it's important na you can tell these things, you can tell these negative emotions para you can let it out. But you have to know then na after telling this negative emotion, you have to move on. You have to think of ways on how you can solve these emotions, of how you can solve these problems that you have. So yeah, those are my experiences that I want to share with you. And those are the warning signs na sa tingin ko, if you're experiencing those things, so ibig sabihin nun, we all need to pause, we all need to breathe, and we all need to, just relax for a bit. And think na everything will be okay. If you're not feeling well right now, then tomorrow is another day. And just pause, just breathe, because we need it. Okay. So I also prepared here. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's a short, lang naman, breathing exercise, like a 5-second breathing exercise, because I feel like we all need to breathe intentionally, right? So I would like to invite you guys to do a 5-second, breathe in and breathe out. And before tayo mag-proceed dun sa next activity natin, or which is yung, for us naman to discuss about how we can stay sane while working from home. Okay, so let's start breathing in
Game.
and then breathing
Ready.
out. All right,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. Breathe in, breathe out. Ayan. So I hope you guys are feeling better right now. I hope you have a better ano bang tawag natin dito? Better position. You're in a better position right now nung nakapag-pause tayo at nakapag-breathe tayo. Okay? And later on, I would suggest na you do your breathing exercise. Okay, so now let's talk about how to stay sane while working from home. A while ago, yung first part ng discussion ko, it's medyo parang mabigat because my what I wanted to achieve is for you to recognize what you are feeling. Right? Kasi ito yung sinasabi din sa akin ni Frankie a while ago na sobrang ang daming nagfi-feedback sa Ellana na they're not feeling well, you know, na parang nahirapan silang mag-transition ng work from home. Maybe they are confused, 'di ba? What are you feeling, right? I want you to recognize that feeling. And now that we recognize your feeling, kung ano man yung nararamdaman ninyo or your emotions right now, let's talk about how we can solve it, right? What are the things that we can do for us to solve it? What are the things that we can, very, very simple things that we can add in our daily life para we can stay sane, para we can save our sanity siguro. That's the better term na pwede natin gamitin. All right, so let's start with tip number 1. My tip number 1 is define your spaces. Separate work from home. Okay? So, i-separate natin yung work, i-separate natin yung home. Dito na tingin ko nagsa-start yung burnout. A while ago, we mentioned that. Yung negative thinking, yung ano ba, halos lahat, feeling ko, dito nagsa-start yon. Why? Because if na-blurred na yung lines between your work and your home, mahirapan ka. For sure. I've experienced this thousands of times before. And up until now, even though 3 years, 4 years na ako nag-work from home, I am still struggling. But this is what I learned. You have to trick your brain. Ano yung pwede mong gawin, right? So, the first thing that you can do is create a space. It doesn't need to be a home office, right? It can be a table. It can be a place, a nook in your room na if you are there, you are working, right? Kapag nandun ka, yun ang iniisip mo is work lang. If you're outside that nook, that's the time that you leave. You know, you do whatever you want to do outside work. So that's something na ginagawa ko to trick my brain. So, sorry? Yan.
The app glitched for a little bit sa Instagram. But, sorry po.
Okay. It's okay. So yun, define your spaces. Asan yung space mo for your work and then asan yung space mo for your home. Again, it doesn't need to be a full-blown home office. Hindi naman kailangan na ganun. It's just a dedicated space. For example, this table, pag nandito ako sa table na to, my mind is telling me and my body is telling me that I need to work. When I step outside, ibig sabihin nun, I can talk to people, I can talk to my husband, I can read books because I am not working anymore. So you just have to define your spaces. If you go to workfromhomepinay.ph website, I actually have a free home office checklist there na pwede nyong i-download so that you can see kung ano yung mga essentials essential home office checklist na pwede nyong ma-download sa resources natin.
Actually, so that's sorry, to jump in lang. So I was trying to get the message from it because somebody actually asked, what are the essentials that I have to have for a work from home office? Kasi parang feeling nila, I think this person, I know this person actually, I think they feel that their space isn't officey enough. And in fact, yun rin po yung nakasulat dito sa Pauline Espiritu says here on Facebook, it's actually harder to work from home than in an actual work setup. So I think the question is, how do I make my work from home setup feel more like work po?
Right. So I would say let's discuss first the essentials, right? Of course, you need to have a stable internet connection because that's what we need. And then you have to have your working laptop, all of the software, all of the documents, everything that you need, it should be inside your laptop para hindi ka, alam mo yun, hindi ka cluttered. Hindi mo, nasa na yung ganito, nasa na yung ganyan. So set up your machine, set up your infrastructure first. That's the essential. Next thing that you need to have is maybe a pair of pen and notebook. Why? Because if you have an idea, sometimes kasi mas maganda kung sinusulat mo siya instead of sa digital. Ako analog pa din ako. Nagsusulat pa din ako. So, what are the essentials? Your laptop, of course, your ISP, of course, your Wi-Fi connection, pen and papers, and then ano yung depende sa work mo? Ano yung mga essentials sa work mo, right? Kunyari, for example, kailangan mo ba ng sticky notes, right? Kailangan mo ba ng sticky notes para kapag nagagawa ka ng, let's say, presentation mo or documentation mo, yung mga ganyan. You don't need to buy, right now, especially right now, you don't need to buy yung mga tawag dito, yung mga chairs for for work from home because nakikita mo lang na, kailangan kong i-set up yung ganito yung work from home office ko. Hindi. This is what you need to do. You need to understand kung ano yung mga tools na kailangan mong gawin, and you have to be realistic, right? Do you have a budget for it? If you don't have a budget for it, then it's okay. Stick with what you have right now. Stick with the basic. Ano yung kailangan mo? Of course, kailangan mo ng headset. Kailangan mo ng, later, I will also tell you an app that you can download for free para ma-minimize yung background noise. Ano pa ba yung mga kailangan natin? So, pen and paper, headset, laptop, the usual. Wag din kayong ma-pressure kasi feeling ko ito yung palaging natatanong din sa akin na parang, how can I set up my home office na parang Pinteresty? Wag kayong ma-pressure. Okay? So, kung ano yung meron kayo right now, yun muna, doon muna kayo mag-start. If you have a table, start with that. Yung simple table mo, start with that. And another thing, I guess, na pwede din natin gawin is maglagay ka sa table mo ng something that can inspire you, right? For example, a picture of you and your loved ones, a picture of your dog, a picture of your cat, a quote from Pinterest, a quote from Instagram, something that will inspire you to go, you know? Yung parang, okay, pag nakita ko tong picture na to, na-inspire ako, naalala ko na this is the reason why I am doing my job. This is the reason why I keep on, I keep on hustling. So, yun lang yung mga kailangan mo sa table mo. Yun lang yung kailangan mo sa home office mo. Huwag kang ma-pressure na, ay, ang ganda nung ano niya, ng home office niya, ang laki, meron siyang map, meron siyang ganito, meron siyang ganyan. No, you don't need it. What you need is kung ano lang yung essentials, especially right now. In the long run, for example, you said na okay, I'm going to commit to this kind of work style, right? What you can do, of course, is you have to invest dun sa mga gagamitin mo if you're planning to do it in a long run na para mas stable na. Kasi right now, sobrang unstable ng economy natin. So I would not suggest for you to splurge on something. I don't think that's wise. I don't think that's a smart move right now. So, if ever na kailangan nyo ng let's say for example, in 1 year time, once okay ng lahat, stable ng lahat, and you wanna invest, then go ahead and invest. It's important that you have your own space din kasi. But at this moment, at this time, huwag kang ma-pressure. Kung kailangan mo lang mag-print ng mga quotable quotes, do it. The cheapest way. Be practical. I guess that's one thing na kailangan nating gawin ngayon. Huwag kang magpadala sa pressure na nakikita natin sa Instagram. Huwag kang magpadala sa pressure na nakikita mo sa mga community ng work from home na ang gaganda ng office nila. It's okay. Just stick to the essentials. Just stick to what you need to have at ngayon. Yun lang muna. So, ang importante lang is you define kung ano yung space mo for work and ano yung space mo for home. Define it sa utak mo so that you would know na when you step outside, hindi ka na nag-work. And then again, if you really want to see yung full essential list ng lagi ako nagsabi ng work from home. If you want to see yung lahat ng checklist talaga ng essentials for an home office, go to www.workfromhomepinay.ph. Meron dong free resources about it. So you can see lahat as in ISP, lahat ng mga kailangan ninyo nakasulat doon sa checklist na yon. Okay? And then tip number 2 is set regular hours and stick to the schedule. Don't work late into the night, and then set defined times when you're going to work, and then when it passes, stop. Okay? So ito yung isa din sa struggle ko. If you met me 2 years ago, sobrang workaholic ko talaga, as in sobrang workaholic ko na to the point na hindi na siya healthy. And this is what I realized, na hindi dapat ganun, right? You have to have a set regular hours for you to work. Kasi yun yung magiging core mo. So when you say that you want to work from 8 to 5, stick to 8 to 5 only. Right? When you say that you want to have a break, kunyari ng full break ng lunch, do it. So that you'll have a time for yourself. So that you can take care of yourself, you can do your self-care, you can do all of the things that you want. So, mag-set ka lang ng regular hours. Ako, personally, my working hours are between 10 a.m. up until sometimes 6, sometimes 5. So, yun yung pinaka-core hours ko. Yung morning ko, sometimes gumigising akong 9, minsan gumigising ako 7, iba-iba. Pero yung pinaka-work hours ko, 10 to 5, 10 to 6 lang. Yun lang. Doon lang ako nag-work. And then during weekends, I tried na hindi mag-work during weekends kasi before sobrang ko work even Saturdays and Sundays, and I feel like na-realize ko na I'm not getting any younger. So, kailangan kong magpahinga, kailangan ko ng time sa sarili ko because if I will not do it, hindi ako makakapag-function ng tama. I can't do my job well. So, that's why every weekends I try na hindi mag-work. Kung meron man akong gagawin na work, those are the work na very minimal lang, na hindi kailangan ng masyadong madaming brain cells. So, yun yung ginagawa ko. So, yun, set regular hours and stick to the schedule. I know it's difficult. I know it's tempting na mag-extend sometimes ng oras, pero try it. Try your very best na mag-stick sa schedule na sinet mo. Something that helped me as well is yung time blocking. So, I really love Google Calendar. Lahat ng nangyayari sa araw ko, it needs to be in there. So, alam ko kung saan napupunta yung energy ko, kung ano yung gagawin ko for this particular minute. So, nilalagay ko lahat doon yung mga task ko. For example, morning, ganito ang gagawin ko, 9 to 10. And then, anong mangyayari ng 10 to 11? Ganyan, naka-block lahat ng oras ko. That worked for me. You can also explore it. Kung halimbawa, that is something that you can do, then go ahead and adapt it. And then, okay, tip number 3 is take a shower. Okay, so this is true. Especially right now, malamig kasi tag-ulan na, di ba? Yeah, so make sure you take a shower kasi I guess that resets us. So every morning when you wake up, kunyari, gawin mong mindset is para ka pa rin pumapasok sa trabaho mo. Kung before, gumigising ka ng 7 para maligo, then you can also do that. Gumising ka ng 7, maligo ka, have your breakfast, and then by 7:30 or 8, yun yung time na mag-start ka na ulit ng work mo until 5. So, but don't forget to take a shower. Okay? May nakakatawa siya, para siyang, ano ba yan? Bakit sinasama pa yung mga tip na ganyan? But in reality, it really helps. So, yeah, take a shower. And then, tip number 4 is avoid distractions. Easy said and done, right? Close mo yung door mo, turn off your TV, don't open your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or Netflix because once na napunta ka na dyan, it's a whole new world. Nadidistract ka na. Hindi mo na alam kung ano yung kailangan mong gawin. Instead of you na natatapos mo ng maaga yung work mo, hindi nangyari because natapos mo yung isang season or isang episode sa Netflix or because nakapag-like ka na ng 1,000 Instagram post, right? Later, I will share with you some apps that you can use para mas ma-eliminate ninyo, ma-train ninyo yung, not really train, pero ma-eliminate ninyo with the use of technology, with the help of technology, para ma-less yung distraction ninyo. Okay? So, avoid distraction, close the door, make sure na pag naka-close yung door is ibig sabihin nun you're working. Turn off your TV, don't open any apps, especially if you're working. Okay? And then tip number 5 is set some ground rules with your family or friends, or if you are living with your friends, kunyari nasa apartment ka, set some ground rules na naiintindihan nila. Okay? So schedule your work time and make sure that the kids or your spouse or your friends know na hindi ka available during that time. Okay? Why? Because sometimes the reason why they are keep on, knocking your door or palagi kang kinukulit because they don't know, right? Hindi nila alam that you are working. So what you need to do is you have to make them understand that, hey, let's say for example, mom, hey mom, I'll be working from 8 to 5. Please don't disturb me. If you need me, what you can do maybe is send me a message on, I don't know, WhatsApp, mga ganon. So, para lang alam nila and to set expectations that, okay, Gaze is working during this time, I cannot disturb him or her, right? So, yun yung pwede natin gawin. Set some ground rules with your family and agree with them. Make them understand na, hey, I am doing this because I need to provide, right? Kung hindi ko gagawin yung work ko, kung madidisturb ako na madidisturb and madidistract ako sa kung anumang mga house chores na meron ako or mga task na meron ako or questions na itatanong nyo sa akin, then I cannot provide you with, kunyari, maapektuhan yung economic status ninyo. So you have to explain to your family, to your loved ones, to your friends na I am working during these hours. After these hours, we can talk, right? We can discuss whatever you want to discuss or we can do whatever you want to do. And then tip number 6 is keep three lists of three. So ibig sabihin, ako, ang ginagawa ko, before kasi sobrang dami kong to-do, as in sobrang daming to-do na nakalista sa akin. And then I realize it's not really realistic, right? Parang out of 10, 3 lang yung natatapos ko. So ang ginagawa ko is before ako mag-end ng day, I will think, okay, tomorrow, these are the tasks na kailangan kong gawin. Ililista ko sila. And then I will think, alin dito yung top 3 priorities ko? I'll list it down. And then yung top 3 priorities ko, doon ako magpo-focus ng to-do list ko. And then later on, kung natapos ko na yung 3, magdadagdag ulit ako ng mga small tasks na meron ako. It gives me more fulfillment kasi natatapos ko silang lahat instead of writing every single thing and then at the end of the day, isa lang yung natapos ko or 2 lang yung natapos ko. You can use any app for your to-do list, pero ako personally, mas gusto ko pa rin talaga yung sinusulat. Mas satisfying for me kapag nagla-line, nagsascratch ako ng mga tasks na sinulat ko. But again, you can use your cellphone or yung mga apps na cellphone, pwede, whatever you want, as long as you can track or as long as you can list the things that you need to accomplish for the day. Okay? Tip number 7 that I think would be give yourself breaks because you deserve it. So, ang ginagawa ko, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Pomodoro technique. So, yung Pomodoro technique kasi, ang ginagawa sa kanya is you plan your task and then yung mga task mo should fit 25 minutes. Okay? So, for example, ako kasi I am a product manager, so I do requirements gathering, I write user stories, I talk to developers, I talk to lots of people, right? So, ang ginagawa ko is, yung mga task ko, bini-breakdown ko siya into 25 minutes. Right? So, every 25 minutes, naka-breakdown siya. And then, once na matapos na yung 25 minutes, nag-a-alarm ako. You can actually download apps. Merong Pomodoro app. It will run for 25 minutes. So, lahat ng mga tasks na kailangan mong gawin within that minute, within 25 minutes, tapusin mo siya. And then after that, mag-a-alarm siya. You'll have 5 minutes break. So, for your 5 minutes break, you can do stretching, you can drink water, you can do whatever you want. You can higa kung gusto mo humiga. Basta, you can do whatever you want. That's for 5 minutes. And then after that, mag-a-alarm ulit siya. And then you start your next task. So that you can reset. Marireset mo yung mga task mo. Marireset mo yung mind mo. Makakapag-stretching ka. Kasi masama din yung palagi tayong nakaupo or palagi tayong nakahiga while working. Right? So, yun. I think that's very helpful. And if you wanna explore more about it, pwede kayong mag-download ng app. Pwede rin kayong mag-research about it. It's called Pomodoro Technique. Okay? So, yun. Download lang kayo ng app na yun. And I think it's helpful. So, let me know. Message nyo ako kung nag-work sa inyo yun or if you have any questions about it. But it's very, pwedeng i-Google nyo na lang yung mga information about Pomodoro. And I hope you'll find it useful. And then, next tip that I have, tip number 8, is be careful what music you listen to while you work. Okay? Ako, personally, napansin ko, kapag yung pinapakinggan kong music, for example, is, let's say, pop music, right? Yung alam ko yung lyrics. Nafo-focus ko yung mind ko dun sa pagkanta ng lyrics. Or nafo-focus ko yung, kahit hindi ako kumakanta na hindi naririnig, yung utak ko, parang feeling ko kumakanta siya. So, nadidistract ako. What I'm doing right now is meron akong kunyari sa Spotify, yung mga pinapakinggan ko is yung mga classical na music or yung mga walang lyrics, yung hindi, yung ano lang siya, background lang siya. Yun yung pinapakinggan ko kasi feeling ko nare-relax yung mind ko, and then also nakakapag-focus ako kasi I don't know kung ano yung lyrics. Hindi ako nakaka-focus sa lyrics, nakaka-focus ako dun sa work na kailangan kong gawin. And then another thing then that I want to mention, a while ago, sinabi ko sa inyo, is yung you can download Crisp app. So yung Crisp app, K-R-I-S-P, ano siya, meron siyang free version, meron din siyang paid version. Sa free version, it will give you 1 hour worth, I think, 60 minutes at or 70 minutes na free na makakancel yung background noise mo. So for example, yung mga um, tiklaok, right? Or yung mga karaoke ng kapitbahay, or yung kung halimbawa you're in a small space and you're sharing with friends, with your family, pwede mong gamitin yung Crisp app. When you turn it on, yung background noise mo mawawala. So try it, download nyo siya. It's very effective. If you wanna buy it, I guess nasa 300 ata per month. I'm not sure yung exact amount niya. Pero yung ako, meron kasi kaming issued sa office, so yun yung ginagamit ko. Pero yung iba naman, I think yung ginagawa nila is if meron lang silang important meeting, since 1 hour lang yung free na version, sa version na free, 1 hour yung kaya niyang i-minimize yung background noise. So ang ginagawa nila is meron lang silang pinipili na meeting na important, and then doon nila ginagamit yung app. So, yun, you can download it, try it, and then see if that's something na would help you para ma-lessen din yung mga distractions. And yun, so that's my tip number 8. Now, my tip number 9 is no turning on the computer or your cell phone for a quick email check or to do one little thing until you've gotten ready for work. Ano ibig sabihin nito? In the morning, kapag gumising ka, di ba, sometimes wala ka pa sa mood or hindi ka pa ready mag-work. And then, parang, ay, titingnan ko muna yung mail ko. Ganyan. And then suddenly, hindi mo na nagawa yung kailangan mong gawin, hindi ka na nakaligo, nakahiga ka na, kinuha mo na yung laptop mo, doon ka na sa kama nag-work, di ba? So, what I would suggest na gawin natin is, i-ready muna natin yung sarili natin before we open our laptops, before we open our phone, so that alam mo sa sarili mo, remember, yung first tip natin, we have to distinguish kung alin yung work and alin yung life. So you would know na kapag nandito ka na sa table mo, you are working. So what I would suggest is don't open your computer or your laptop or your phone if you are not ready na magtrabaho pa. Kasi ako, nangyayari pa rin to until now sa akin. So, kapag nagsimula na kasi, dire-diretso na. So, again, make a clear distinction between your life and your work para hindi ka naguguluhan, para hindi ka din nasusurprise. Baka pagbukas mo ng email mo, puro, bad news. So, for the rest of the day, medyo iba na yung feeling mo, right? So, yun. Tip number 10, make time for people or plants or your fur babies. Okay, so schedule a day to catch up with your family, friends, plants and pets, right? So it's important kasi those are the people or people or pets or things na nagpapasaya sa'yo. So you have to make sure that you schedule a day or even an hour with them para lang to catch up, para lang to feel that you're not alone, to feel that, you are here, you're not just your work, alam mo yun? So, dapat, you should give time to the people you love, to the things that you love, or the things that you're passionate, or your babies, your fur babies. So, kunyari, like, right ngayon, Saturday, on tomorrow, Sunday, if you want to have dinner with your family, or lunch with your family, do it, and be present. If you're there, be present. Don't think about your work. Don't think about any pending sa trabaho mo. Just be present, be there. Or if you wanna spend time with yourself, pwede din. If you wanna do self-care, pwede din. So just make sure that you make time to those people or to those person na special sa'yo and mga bagay na passionate ka para you can reset. para hindi mo maramdaman yung, all of the negative things. Para meron kang reset button na, oh, if I talk to these people, I'll feel recharged again. Babalik yung sigla, kumbaga. And my last bonus tip for you is to say thank you a lot. Nakakaiba kasi ng mood pag palagi ka nagsasabi ng thank you. If you're feeling grateful for everything, nakakaiba siya ng mood. For example, sa coworkers ninyo, on Monday, say thanks kung ano yung kunyari. Last week, thank you sa pagtulong sa akin sa report, or thank you sa pag-set up nung call, or thank you for being my coworker friend. Alam mo yun? Just be thankful with whatever, kahit na ano, even small things. You have to say thank you a lot. You have to feel gratitude para hindi ka na overwhelmed, hindi ka na burn out. Even siguro yung mga small things lang, kunyari, may nag-send sa'yo ng ano ba, may tumulong lang sa'yo ng sobrang small favor lang. Say thanks. Or sa bahay ninyo, if kinuha ka ng kapatid mo ng tubig, say thank you. It will instantly change your mood. So, yun, dapat maging grateful tayo, maging thankful tayo. Even medyo chaotic yung nangyayari sa buong mundo ngayon. But you still need to feel the gratitude para, things will be, parang you'll feel great. You'll feel better if you feel like you are full of gratitude. So, yun. So, before I proceed with the third topic, which is yung mga apps and softwares that I want to share with you, I just wanted to check in, Frankie, if we have any questions or clarifications that I need to answer.
All right. Actually, I'm just gonna announce really quickly that on Instagram, our winner is Ellana Valmoria. So at Ellana Valmoria, congratulations. We're running out of time on the Instagram lang. On the Instagram lang, because we only have an hour on Instagram, so we might have to cut off Instagram right now. But congratulations, Ellana. Congratulations, Ellana. Please, DM us on Facebook. Ellana on FB, to claim your GC. And we'll be ending our Instagram broadcast for now. So thank you guys on Instagram for joining us. If you want to catch with the rest of the program, you can join us on Facebook. All right. So let me just well, it'll pause in a second. Okay, so we can continue.
Okay. All right. So next naman, third agenda natin for today is apps that will make working from home easier and better. Okay. So for the mind, let's start with for the mind section muna. I use this app. It's called Forest. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, pero basically, it will help you to stay focused on your work. Okay? How? Kasi you'll plant a virtual tree. Okay? So imagine, kapag nakafocus ka, kapag yung app kasi, ang purpose niya is hindi ka mag-check ng ibang website or hindi ka magagawa ng kung anong bagay outside the task that you said that you'll be doing. So kung halimbawa hindi mo check yung phone mo, the trees will grow. And ang maganda doon is totoong trees yun. As in totoong nakakapag-donate ka, nakakapag-plant ka ng trees. So kasi meron siyang paid, meron siyang free version. So sa paid version, you can actually donate yung self-control mo. Yun yung magbabayad para makapag-plant ng seeds. So, download Forest. If it's very interesting, the concept is very interesting, and try to download it para you can see kung ano yung matutulong sa inyo in terms of like focus, in terms of avoiding your phone para makapag-focus ka lang talaga dun sa task na kailangan mong gawin. Next is Focus at Will. So Focus at Will naman it's a neuroscience-based service that offers playlists of instrumental music. So ito yung mga instrumental music na pwede mong pakinggan while you are working. Tapos, ang maganda dito, ewan ko, pero sabi nila it's based on science na parang mas nakaka-boost siya ng mood, mas nakakapagbigay siya sa'yo ng magandang mood or magandang, how do I say it? Parang mas magandang working environment kapag yun yung napapakinggan mo, mas nabuboost yung productivity mo. So that's Focus at Will. And then Calm. Siguro familiar na kayo sa Calm. Nakikita nyo siya palagi siguro sa YouTube. Marami silang advertisement, di ba? So si Calm naman, it can help you boost your confidence. It can help you to have a better sleep. And then it can also reduce your stress and anxiety kasi meron silang mga guided meditation, meron silang mga soothing music, tsaka bedtime stories. So if you're into those kind of app, pwede ninyong i-download to. I feel like yung Calm is super helpful siya, especially nung mga past months na ang sobrang daming nangyayari. Calm helped me a lot. So, pwede nyo siyang i-download. And then, pwede nyo siyang i-try muna. May mga free versions din kasi sila. So, pwede nyo siyang i-try muna and then see if it's for you or not. Wala namang mawawala eh. Tsaka, nakaka-soothe talaga. Soothing talaga yung music. Soothing talaga yung meditations na meron sila. Next one is for collaboration. For collaboration naman, I have listed here World Time Buddy. So the reason why I listed World Time Buddy because I am working remotely and yung mga ka-work ko, distributed team kami. So I have workmates from India, Iran, Singapore, ano pa ba? Iran, Singapore, Canada, and Australia. So for us to collaborate ng mas maayos yung makapag-set kami ng meeting, right? We use World Time Buddy kasi it can compare quickly yung mga time zones. So if you are like me, you're working with different nationalities or different time zones, then this will come very helpful kasi ang gagawin mo lang is just input your time zone and then the time zone ng ka-meeting mo and then you can find a common time kung saan kayo pwedeng mag-meet. So that's why I added World Time Buddy here. Next is Sketch. So if you're familiar with Evernote, meron din silang ginawa for annotation apps and for collaboration apps naman to. So same lang sila ng developers. So si Sketch naman, if you are brainstorming of ideas, kunyari nagbe-brainstorm kayo ganyan, it's helpful because you can add shapes, kunyari you can add sketches, markups, tapos mga text. Diba, hindi natin siya nagagawa right now because now we are all working from home. But with Sketch, you can actually, you can collaborate with your teamworks. Pwede kayong create ng new ideas, right? Even if you are distributed, the team is distributed. And then for the health naman, we have 7. So 7 up. 7 is, gusto ko tong 7 because madali lang siyang ma-follow. Basically, ang pinaka-concept ng 7 is they offer 7-minute workout challenges. So kung halimbawa wala kang time, pwede mong gawin is follow lang yung mga 7-minute workout nila. And then that's it. You're set for the rest of the day. So yun, 7. And then next one is Aloe Bud. Aloe Bud naman is for self-care. So, ang cute niya kasi it would remind you to eat on time, stay hydrated, check on your mental and emotional health, and then yung mga routine mo, yun. So, pwede mo siyang, like, you can list down kung ano yung mga gusto mong gawin, kung ano yung mga goals mo, and then it will help you. Aloe Bud will help you and will remind you na, hey, you have to eat on time. Hey, you have to drink your water now. Or you only parang for the whole day, 2 baso pa lang ng tubig yung naiinom mo. It will remind you na, you still need 7 glasses of waters para ma-complete yung sinet mo na goal for the day. And then we also have Pocket Yoga. So Pocket Yoga naman is, basically, para siyang you have yoga teacher inside your phone. So meron dong soothing music, merong mga soothing guides din, and then meron dong mga tawag dito, parang mga teachings kung paano yung position sa yoga, those things. So, again, meron siyang paid at saka meron din siyang free version. Maganda siya kasi whenever you wanna do yoga, pwede. And focus lang din naman siya dun sa yoga and sa, actually, mental health and yoga, kaya maganda rin siya. And then for productivity, we have stay focused. So, yung spelling niya is stay, and then yung focus niya without E. So, FOCUSD. Okay, so if you want to see yung full list nitong mga apps and actually yung buong slides, we will share it later after this talk, after this talk, para you can see the full slide and you can, you'll have a reference kung ano yung mga binanggit ko. So, si stay focused naman, blocker siya. Chrome, ano siya, Chrome extension siya, wherein you just need to say kung ano yung mga, kunyari Facebook, I don't want to use Facebook starting 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. So, iba-block niya yung Facebook. I don't want to use Instagram, okay? I don't want to use YouTube. I just want to focus on my work for this hour, kunyari. So, it's up to you to decide kung ilang oras mo iba-block yung particular website. And hindi mo mababrowse, hindi ka makakapunta doon sa website na yun because it's blocked. So that yung mga yung mga distractions mo na website, i-add mo siya doon para makapag-focus ka lang sa work. Next would be the to-do list. Hindi ko siya masyadong nagagamit pero maraming nagbigay ng magandang review about to-do list. The reason why I'm not doing or why I'm not using to-do list is because nga sabi ko sa inyo, medyo mas gusto ko pa rin talaga yung sinusulat ko yung mga to-do list ko, right? Yung mga task ko for the day. But for you, if this is something na gusto nyo, pwede yung to-do list. I think it's free. So, pwede ninyong maganda sa kanya is you can actually track your progress. So, kunyari 90% done, 50% done, makikita ninyo dun kasi matatrack ninyo kung ilan na yung mga kung ano na yung progress ninyo sa certain task, which is really, really good. And then, this one, Focusmate, recently ko lang siya actually nakita. If you are not used to na walang ka-work, diba? Parang walang office mate, pwede itong Focusmate. So, what they offer is virtual co-working space. Okay, medyo at first parang sabi ko, paano nangyari yun? So, nangyayari is you sign up, and then you'll have an accountability partner. Dalawa kayo. I-prepare niya kayo nung Focusmate. I-prepare niya kayo randomly. And what you will do, so naka-schedule, let's say 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. yung work ninyo. So what you will do is naka-schedule kayong dalawa. Okay? Nakikita niyo ang isa't isa, naririnig niyo ang isa't isa. The first thing that you need to do is to declare kung ano yung gagawin nyo for that particular schedule. For example, sasabihin mo, I will create a mock-ups for this website. Ganyan. And then yung isa naman is, I will, let's say, crunch the analytics for this, kunyari, report. Ganyan. So, i-declare ninyong dalawa, and then after that, you go on with your task. Tapos, doon kayo pareho. Nakikita nyo, naririnig nyo ang isa't isa, pero you're not allowed to like talk once na makapag-introduce na kayo ng say hello, ganyan. And then, once na matapos na yung time, ang mangyayari is you'll go back and then sasabihin ninyo kung ano yung mga na-accomplish ninyo. So, random pairing to. And ang gusto ko dito is bawal magbenta, bawal anything personal, bawal yung, alam mo yun, bawal yung mga hanky-panky, bawal yon. It's purely just for accountability. So if you are someone na gusto mo na merong lagi kang accountability partner, then you can explore Focusmate. You can also invite, kunyari yung best friend mo sa work, right? Pwede mo siyang invite, huy, Focusmate tayong dalawa. So that mafe-feel ninyo na magkasama pa rin kayo, nag-work pa rin kayo side by side. And then you still you have your accountability partner, online accountability partner. So, try to explore it. I haven't fully explored it, to be honest. Pero siguro, in the later days, I'll try to see kung ano yung meron dun sa Focusmate. So, those are the apps that I think can help you to stay sane and productive while working from home. Obviously, there are lots of great apps out there, but for me, I think yun yung mga makakatulong sa atin. So before I close our discussion, I just want to share a quote from Larry English. So Larry English is the author of the book called Office Optional: How to Build a Connected Culture with Virtual Teams. He said that most anyone can learn to be a great virtual employee. The top skills to learn are setting healthy boundaries between your work life and personal life and building relationships virtually. So I guess that's true. I think that's true. You just need, at the end of the day, you just need to set boundaries. I think that's one thing. That's a really great core na para maging sane tayo, para maging healthy yung mind, yung body, yung everything. You have to set boundaries between your work and your personal life. and make sure na hindi nagbe-blur yung line between those two. Because once na nag-blurred na yung line between those two, that's where the problem will begin. So, yeah, that's one quote that I can leave you. And then if you have any questions, let me know. I can answer it right now para or you can DM me later kung medyo dinadigest nyo pa yung mga informations. Frankie, do you have any questions?
It looks like people are digesting information po, and actually everything you've shared, parang sagot na niya lahat ng mga tanong na we were sent in through Instagram. So I guess just I'll check the messages one last time, and I think we have time for just one extra question, which is I guess it's a question from Taki YD on Instagram, which is, mas masaya ba in the long run ang work from home kaysa sa actual field?
Ako personally, I would say yes. Kasi mas marami akong nagagawa if I am working from home. For example, I don't think I can open my preschool if I am not working from home. And I don't think I can move back here in the province. Right now, I am based in Quezon. Pero for the longest time, for 10 years, 9 years, I'm based in Manila, Makati area. Because I'm working there. So, nung nag-transition ako ng work from home, I went back here and then we opened business here because parang okay, mas ano eh, mas relax yung life ko that I can, I don't need to wake up ng 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. kasi kailangan kong pumunta ng Makati, 'di ba? So, ako personally, of course, I would still choose working from home. Pero again, it's not for everyone. I don't want to say naman na, oh, this is the best work setup ever. Of course, it depends on the personality and it depends on the work and the job it depends on the responsibility that you have sa work mo or sa job mo. So, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much, Miss Gaze. I think that's a really great insight to leave everybody with. Just for everybody to know, we will be posting a blog on later on with the embedded deck from Miss Gaze, and also fingers crossed you'll be able to hear and re-listen to a lot of these talks through alternate channels very very soon. So for now, Miss
Yeah.
Gaze, thank you so much for like giving us your time, and thank you guys so much for watching as well. We hope you guys have a great Saturday. See you guys all next time. Oh, and forgot, the winner on Facebook is, of course, Pauline Espiritu. Congratulations, Pauline. Please DM us on Facebook to get your GC. Thank you guys so much. Thank you po, Miss Gay. Thank you po so much.
Thank you, Frankie. Thank you, guys. Enjoy
Bye.
your weekend.
Bye-bye.